Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to share some tips with you for taking free kicks. So games are often won and lost on direct free kicks. So if you can be a consistent kicker, you're going to be a very valuable player to your team. So here are my tips for taking a good direct free kick. So first thing we need to recognize is where the goalie is positioned and where the wall is positioned. Typically a goalkeeper will set up his wall on the side that you're taking the kick from. You'll very rarely see an open lane right in front of the ball. So in front of the ball is where the wall stands, and then the goalie typically covers the exposed side that would be open. So to get more accuracy, what I like to do is almost forget about the goal in a way and just think about the wall here. So instead of aiming for a section of the goal, I aim just above the wall. So I aim right about here. And what that does is it changes a 25-30 yard shot into a 10-yard shot, because you're always 10 yards away from the wall when you set up a free kick. That's how many yards the referees mark out. So it's a lot easier to hit a target that's 10 yards away than it is to hit a target that's 25 yards away. So it's just above and in between the last two guys in the wall, because you can see just between their shoulders there, that's where the top corner is. So let's first talk about the run up. And this can be different depending on the player, but what I like to do is I take about 4 steps back, about 45 degrees from the goal. So about 4 steps back, and then as I approach the ball, I'm not sprinting onto the ball, but it's just almost like a fast walk. And then it builds momentum as I get closer to the ball. So I come up to the ball, then as I place my foot, and then I get it nice and close, that's going to generate more accuracy when I come to hit the ball. The closer your foot is to the ball, your planted foot, the more chance you're going to hit that area of the ball that you're looking for. So now let's talk about the area of the ball we want to hit, and I always go for this lower right hand quarter here. So if we split the ball into 4 like this, we're going on this bottom right hand side. That's going to allow us to get underneath the ball, that's going to allow the ball to get up in the air, and it's also going to allow the ball to travel from right to left as well when we wrap our foot around it. And what we want to do with our foot, as we make contact with the lower right hand quarter here, we want to angle our foot up and then wrap our foot around like this. This is going to give it some movement from right to left, so it's wrapping away from the goalkeeper, and if we angle our foot like this, it's going to add a little bit of top spin. So the kind of spin we're going to get off it, it's almost like a rainbow, like a diagonal spin. So we should see this kind of movement with the ball. And this is going to be really difficult for the goalkeepers to judge, because not only are you going to shift them from their left-hand side to their right-hand side, but then they've got to also judge that dip as well. So basically, the more you give the goalkeeper to think about, the harder it is for them to save. A couple of other points with your body as well. As you're planting that foot down, you've got a slight bend in the knee for balance. Also, to aid your balance, I like to have my arm out like this. And the more balance you have, the more accuracy you're going to get in your kick. And the last point is your follow through. So after you make contact with that ball, you've wrapped it over the ball, angling your foot upwards to generate top spin and also curl from right to left. You also want to let your foot sort of make that curling action. So you want to rotate at the hips and wrap your foot across your body. That's going to give it a better chance of wrapping from right to left, or if you're shooting left-footed, from left to right. All right guys, so those are all my tips for taking direct free kicks. And the last point I'm going to give to you is just practicing over and over and over again. I've practiced thousands of free kicks just to score a few in my career for those important moments. But it's really worth it. You're going to be a lot more valuable to your team. So take these tips into consideration, adapt your own style to it so you're comfortable with your technique, and just practice over and over again, getting it up and down over the wall. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.